What's going on, everybody? Sonar here, FLW Pro Circuit Angler. And you know, the spinnerbait has been around for a very, very long time. I mean, there's been variations of this bait being made for decades now, and it's been a favorite for catching big fish. And it's something that kind of went to the wayside until recently. We've gone and seen tournaments like Lake Cumberland. This really played a big role, and so the spinnerbait definitely is coming back. And so Z-Man introduced a new spinnerbait that to me is the absolute best all-around spinnerbait on the market. It's called the SlingBladeZ. They also have one that they just introduced this last year at ICAST called the Power Finesse SlingBladeZ. But essentially, the reason why I like this spinnerbait so much is number one, let's talk about the material that they use for the wire. The wire material is very essential for the success of a spinnerbait and also the durability of a spinnerbait. And this is made with 17/7 stainless steel wire. And what that means is this wire material has extreme vibration, but also has extreme durability as well, which is not a combination you see with a lot of materials. A lot of times you sacrifice the durability for that extra vibration, but with this spinnerbait, you really don't have to worry about that. They come in a wide variety of blade combinations and also color combinations. That's one good thing about Z-Man is they have a wide variety of different skirt colors. And one of the cool things about this skirt is that it's hand tied with copper wire. And it also has a billowing action, which is really important and something that you don't get with the regular rubber collar skirts. Another thing that's really important about this spinnerbait is the fact that it's got this concave head design. And what that does is it creates perfect balance, which means that you don't have to sit there and tune this bait every single time to make it run perfectly straight. I've caught a half dozen fish on this bait and it still runs perfectly straight every single time. This year was a great year for me. It was my rookie season on the top level of the sport, and one of my favorite tournaments of the season was the one at Grand Lake in Oklahoma. And that one was really cool because it was the first tournament in a very long time that a spinnerbait played the biggest role in all the fish that I brought to the scales that entire week. And I caught one of the biggest fish that I've ever caught in a tournament on this spinnerbait. You know, essentially just slow rolling this bait around docks, and I came up to this one post that had actually 3 different posts coming off of it, made a perfect cast and rolled it right past one of the posts, bumped into it, and it just got hammered by this giant fish. I actually thought it was a carp at first. I actually thought I rolled it over the back of a carp, but it turned out to be a 8-pound even giant largemouth bass that probably is my biggest bass to date in a fishing tournament. So between the new head design, the new material for the wire, the blade combinations, and the color combinations, this is just an overall great spinnerbait. So check out the new SlingBladeZ and SlingBladeZ Power Finesse.